students, welcome back to Shreya's classroom. In my videos, you will get line by line explanation of all the stories and poems from classes 9 to 12. So today we'll start a new story from First Flight 100 Dresses 2. Okay, and I'll upload the videos of 100 Dresses 1 later. Okay, so let's move on to the story now. So in the first part of 100 Dresses, we have already got to know about who was Wanda, how she was made fun of by her friends. Okay, and at last she won a drawing competition. Okay, and she drew 100 dresses of different colors, different designs, and all her friends, her teachers, they were surprised seeing such excellent drawings. Okay, but Wanda, she was absent. She was not coming to school. Though she won the first prize, but still, she was unaware of it because she was not coming to school. Okay, so let's start the part 2 of 100 dresses. Okay, so let's start. While the class was circling the room, the monitor from principal's office brought Miss Mason a note. The class was circling the room means the students were still looking at the pictures. Okay, which were hung on the wall. So they were still looking at the pictures, and at that time the class monitor brought a note for Miss Mason. Okay, from principal's office. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. So Miss Mason read the note multiple times. Okay, and while reading that note, she became quite thoughtful. Okay, then she clapped her hands for attention of the class. Attention class, everyone back to their seat. So she ordered everyone to go back to their place. When the shuffling of feet had stopped and the room was still and quiet, Miss Mason said, so when everybody settled down, okay, then Miss Mason said, I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read to you. So when everybody settled down, Miss Mason declared that she received a letter from Wanda's father. Okay, which she was gonna to read to them. Okay. Miss Mason stood there a moment and the silence in the room grew tense and expectant. So Miss Mason was preparing herself for reading the letter. Okay. And a kind of silent and tensed environment was prevailing the entire classroom. Everybody became very tense and expectant as well. Expectant means they were eager to know about what was written by Wanda's father. Okay. The teacher adjusted her glasses slowly and deliberately. So teacher, Miss Mason, she was adjusting her glasses this way. Okay. Slowly and deliberately. Deliberately means intentionally. So she was doing this intentionally. So it was as if, she was also very tense. Okay, she was hesitating to read the letter. That's why she was taking too much time. Her manner indicated that what was coming, this letter from Wanda's father, was a matter of great importance. So the way she was behaving, her manner was showing that there was something serious. Something important was written in the letter. Okay. Everybody listened closely as Miss Mason read the brief note. So when Miss Mason started reading the letter, everybody became very attentive. Okay, they all were eagerly listening to Miss Mason. Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to school anymore. Jake also. So Wanda's father wrote that my daughter Wanda and my son Jake, they won't come to their school anymore. Okay, and who was Jake? Jake was Vanda's brother. He used to study in the same school. So it was informed by their father that they won't come to their school anymore. Now we move away to big city because they were shifting to a big city. Okay. No more holler Polak, no more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny names in the big city. Yours truly, Jan Petronsky. Okay. So Vanda's father, he said that no more holler Polak. What is holler Polak? Holler Polak is a kind of contemptuous term. Contemptuous means disrespectful term. Okay. Which is used to refer to a Pole. So he wants to say that my children won't anymore be teased by their schoolmates. Okay, they won't be any more disturbed by their schoolmates. No more ask why funny name. Nobody will make fun of their names anymore. Plenty of funny names in the big city. So maybe they are moving to a city where is a huge population of Poles. Okay, if you live in your own community, if you live among your own people, then nobody will be able to differentiate you because everybody has the same name. Okay, nobody will be differentiate you by your name or by your title because everybody has the same name. Okay, so same here. So Vanda's father, they all are shifting to a city where is a huge population of Poles. So everyone will have the same name. Okay, they all have the same funny name. So nobody will be bothered about each other's names. Nobody will make fun of Vanda or Jake's names. Okay, yours truly, Jan Petronsky. So Vanda's father, Jan Petronsky, he wrote this letter out of grief. He became really sad. He really felt hurt that his children faced discrimination in their school just because of their different names or different culture. Okay. A deep silence made the reading of this letter. So when Miss Mason stopped, everybody became silent. They had nothing to say. They all were running out of words because they did not expect something like that. Miss Mason took off her glasses, blew on them and wiped them on her soft white handkerchief. So Miss Mason took off her glasses and she was cleaning her glasses. Okay. Then she put them on again and looked at the class. When she spoke, her voice was very low. So Miss Mason was also very upset. She also did not expect something like this. She was completely unaware of it that one of her students was being maltreated in her class because Vanda was also her student, no? So she was equally concerned about Vanda. But she had no knowledge about it, that Vanda was being teased or taunted by her friends. Okay. So now she is, speaking to her class, and this time her voice is very low. I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name happened to be a long, unfamiliar one. So Miss Mason said to her students, she's trying to defend her students. She's trying to support her students by saying that, I know none of you did it intentionally or deliberately. You did not hurt Vanda's feelings just because of her different name. Okay. I prefer prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. So Miss Mason said that I knew you teased her, you all taunted her, you all were after her, but whatever you did, you all did that in thoughtlessness. Okay. I know that all of you feel the way I do, that this is a very unfortunate thing to have happened. Unfortunate and sad, both. So Miss Mason said said to them that I know whatever you did to her, that was completely unintentional. Okay, but now I think you all are feeling in the same way I am feeling for her. I think now you all are equally upset like me. Okay, because whatever has happened to her, that was really unfortunate. That was really unexpected. That was really unfortunate. That should not be happened anymore. Okay, that should not be happened to anyone. So that was that event, that incident, that was both unfortunate and sad. Okay, because Vanda left her school. Vanda had to leave her school. She had to leave her place just because of us, just because of you. That was really an unfortunate thing. Okay, and now you all should think about her. And I want you all to think about it. Okay, so now she wants her students to think about Vanda, to think about what happened to Vanda, what they did to Vanda. Okay. The first period was a study period. So then the classes started as usual. Okay. Mary tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind on her work. So Mary was trying to prepare her lessons, but she could not pay her attention to study because she was continuously thinking about Vanda. Okay. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach. So she was feeling something unusual in her stomach. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Vanda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she had said nothing. So we all have read in part 1 that when Peggy was making fun of Vanda, asking her about how many dresses she had, then Maddie was not enjoying that. Okay, she was not there to make fun of Vanda. But still she could not say she could not say a single word in favor of Vanda because she did not have the courage to stop Peggy, to protest. Okay, because Peggy was the most popular girl of the class and Maddie, she did not want to go against Peggy. She did not have the courage to go against Peggy. That's why she was silent. And that's why now she is feeling guilty. Then why she was silent that day? When Peggy was making fun of Vanda, then she should have said something in favor of Vanda. Okay, she should have stopped Peggy. Okay. She stood by silently and that was just as bad as what Peggy had done. Worse. Okay, so she was standing there silently. She was watching the whole drama, the whole scene silently. Okay, though she was feeling bad for Vanda, still she could not do anything for Vanda. Okay, and we all know there is a proverb that tolerating a mistake or injustice or an injustice is as immoral or sinful as making a mistake. Okay, so Peggy was making the mistake, so she was doing something immoral. She was doing something wrong. But Maddie she was silently, she was tolerating that mistake. She did not say anything. She did not protest. Okay, that's why she is as immoral or as sinful as Peggy. Okay, even worse. She was a coward. So she was blaming herself for being a coward. At least Peggy had not considered they were being mean. But Maddie, had thought they were doing wrong. So at least Peggy, when she was making fun of Wanda, she was not feeling that she was doing something wrong. But Maddie was completely aware of it that they were doing something wrong. Okay, they were getting too rude to Wanda. They are getting too mean to Wanda. She could put herself in Wanda's shoes. It means that she could easily understand Wanda's feelings. How was she feeling at that time? Okay, she could empathize with Wanda. Okay, she could understand her feeling easily. Okay. Goodness, wasn't there anything she could do? So Maddie was thinking, there is no way to make amends. There is no way to make things right. If only she could tell Wanda she had not meant to hurt her feelings. So Maddie wanted to she wanted to meet Wanda and she wanted to say sorry to her. Okay, she wanted to inform her, she wanted to say her that I have no intention to hurt you. Okay. She turned around and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. Okay, so she looked at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She was, preparing her lessons attentively. Okay. She seemed to be studying hard. Well, whether Peggy failed badly or not, Maddie, had to do something. So this time, Maddie, she has decided that I don't know whether Peggy is feeling bad or not for Wanda, but this time I have to do something. I have to meet Wanda and say sorry to her. Otherwise, the rest of my life, I will live with this guilt. Okay. She had to find Wanda Petronsky. So, she wanted to find Wanda. Maybe she had not yet moved away. So, Maddie was thinking that maybe Wanda had not left the city yet. Maybe she is still there. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights with her and they would tell Wanda she had won the contest, that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. And Maddie was expecting that maybe Peggy would also accompany her to find Wanda, to reach Wanda's house. Okay, and they both, they together will inform Wanda that she had won the drawing contest. Okay, and she was really smart. They all thought that Wanda was really smart and all her dresses were beautiful. They were excellent. They were marvelous. Okay, so Maddie was desperate about it. She was determined. This time she was determined that she will meet Wanda at any cost and she will say sorry to her. Okay, she will inform her that I did not want to hurt your feelings. Okay. So, this much for today. In the next class, we will continue the story. And if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video.